So I wanted to film me cutting hay last night, but yesterday and last night it was go, go, go because I wanted to get it down before the end of last night so that I could get some drying through the night and get it so that I have a full drying day today too. I can rake late afternoon and I can get it so that I only have 3 days. I have 3 days exactly, so I need every bit of drying time I could, so I couldn't really fiddle around with the camera. People that don't do YouTube or don't film don't realize how much freaking time it takes to kind of set this up, even for a hack operation like me with an iPhone and just having a mount. It takes some time. So I just didn't have time with it. I had to go last night. I finished at about 9 o'clock before I basically shut the machine down. So it was go all yesterday. And I have some time when I'm raking, because raking is a lot faster. But baling is slower and mowing is slower, so it's harder for me to kind of get set up unless I'm already set up. So that's why I didn't get this in, but I was going to show you guys here today. I adjust the windrows coming out of the baler just so that I put them out as wide as possible. And the reason is if you have a good wind, a thicker windrow works well because it will allow the wind through and it'll dry up. But this year I don't have the wind like I normally do, and I have shorter days, so I need to layer as wide as possible to really get it so that it's like so there's less of the sun that has to go through. The layer of the windrow is thinner so that it can dry it even faster. So I'll show you guys the difference. So you can see here how thick that is coming off. See how piley that is and bushy that is. And then it goes into, from there, PS, that area right there I couldn't cut because it was so swampy. It was just a crazy swamp. Into this, as I go farther and farther in here, it's thinner and thinner because I put it into as wide as possible, trying to get it to dry as much as I could. And as I said, you see how thin, we'll see, where's my hand? You see how thin that windrow is for the depth of my hand? It wasn't like that originally. It used to be thicker, and I think I see a bit of a difference in the drying time. Even for the little bit of time that I've done it, it seems to be drying faster, even faster than it was. So that's all money. That's what I want. I want this drying as fast as possible. You can see a little bit of twiggery in here. When I say twiggery, I mean this stuff, and that is burnt out grass that's just I couldn't get to because I couldn't bale it fast enough, or sorry, I couldn't get it cut because I have had such rain. But I'll show you guys again here. Like you can see, those rows are done before I changed it, and then you have these rows which are after I changed it, and it's night and day difference on the width. You can see it, like even right there, across on the other side of the hill, you can see the difference, the first 4 rows there where I had it the original setting. So I think there's a difference. I hope there's a difference. It was hard chugging for the tractor yesterday. Hard working. It's only 100 horse, and I have some hills that are awfully steep. So it worked its butt off yesterday and burned some fuel and had the 4-wheel drive on the whole time. Even when you didn't want to hit water, you were still hitting water in spots you weren't expecting it. Obviously you don't roll and bale that area, but when you hit it with the mower, you don't realize it until you're in it. So that's the way she goes. All my hay's sold. Any of the hay I need to sell, I got guys basically on waiting list here, because green hay has become a rare commodity in Ontario. A lot of guys have been burnt, and a lot of guys haven't had green hay. It's been rained on. So all your horse guys are running around looking for green hay, which works out for me because that's what I sell. Not that long ago, we had other people baling our hay, and I didn't like it. I guess maybe I'm just too much of a perfectionist. The hay was old by the time we baled it, and I found that it wasn't green when it was getting baled. It was getting baled basically as straw, and I don't believe the cattle perform as well I know some people like to treat their cattle like garbage disposals, where they give them crap and they expect high yields and high gains out of them. And I just don't find that to be so, from my experience anyway. So I try and give them the highest quality grass I can. I'm not giving them pure alfalfa because it'll bloat them out. I'm giving them good grass, good quality grass that's been stored well. And I think I can see the gains difference. I can see the body condition difference. A lot of producers, when you're buying hay, have to basically knock down their body score through the winter because they can't afford to feed what the animal really needs. And they know it'll be fine and it'll get through the winter. You'll notice on my cattle a little bit down just because it's not pure green like in the middle of summer, but minute compared to some guys where their cattle turn into anorexic animals here. So I don't think that it's good for them. I'm no doctor, but I like to try and keep it as consistent as possible. Our animals are 100% grass-fed. That again is my preference. I know I can produce it cheaper with corn. I know I can produce it cheaper with grain. I know I can produce it faster with corn and grain. But from what I've seen, it puts a different fat on it. Fat I don't like with. I don't like cooking with it. I don't like using it like that. But that's to each its own. That's the difference between quantity and quality, right? So there's guys that produce for quantity, and there's guys that produce for quality. I'm on the quality side on both my hay and on my cattle, and I expect a higher price for it, and that's what I go for, right? That's just the difference in the market. So I hate to say it, but sometimes you get what you pay for. I try to be fair and honest, and that's what I have here. So that's my hay fields. That's what I got working with today, and it's a beautiful day. I wish that I had 3 of these because the hay would dry unbelievable. Low humidity, even lower than yesterday, and yesterday wasn't too bad. And just a great drying day and great day to work on some hay. I'm going to be working on the 65, see if I can get that running, get that going, and hopefully bush hog some areas that are down or that are going to be where I store my hay, and then taking down some thistles. But if I get it going, guys, I'll take you guys along. I know I like filming everything. I try to film as much as I can during the process. I just find sometimes it's boring to watch it not being starting, or me mucking around trying to adjust things and tinker with it. So I like to get it running and show you guys it running, and then hook everything up and get some bush hogging in today. So that was a long 4:29, 4:30 on this section of the video, but thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe as always. And also make sure to share this where you can. I really appreciate the sharing. It reaches a bigger audience that way that I wouldn't have reached. So take care, keep farming, keep having fun.